Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my 7th research video for my game design Savage Strikers deck building fighting game. Today's research will be Terry Bogard in Garou Mark of the Moves. Today's date is October 17, 2020, 12:31 a.m. So today I'm going to be checking out all of his movesets, as you can see on the side here. As well as understanding his specials, which is needed for my character Nagisa Hino, right here in the center, the middleweight, to get her starter deck updated for the draft 101 of Savage Strikers Rulebook. Now I'm doing Garou Mark of the Wolves through Arcade Archives, and Arcade Archives does not provide a versus mode like Ultra Street Fighter 4 did previously in the previous video. So I'm going to be relying on the Hori Fighting Stick Mini to provide me with the second player. So I'll be using, of course, my modified Mayflash Arcade Fight Stick for player 1. Basically, I'm not sure how long this session will take, but I am gonna try out a whole bunch of characters with Terry Bogard, and get a good look at how his attacks work. All of his attacks here work, as well as his super attacks. Well, his super combos. His power meters, however you want to call it. sorry, my lingo is a little off today. It's a bit on the off side. So pretty much what I've gotten from last week is that speed is the big factor with the combo meter, which means that with designing the character's personal cards, like Chenbo here, it'll be down a little bit more further to Nagisa. Speed, basically, when it comes to the combo meter's tiebreaker, acting as a tiebreaker, it has to be faster than the rock, paper, scissors mechanic for the neutral play. Here we go. Here's Nagisa's jab and shoulder flip and evade. This is her starting deck, which consists of starting deck, evade, and channel. And then these are her unique attacks, side chop and claw swipe. Oh, sorry. Side chop and side kick. And her specials are claw swipe. And scroll down a little bit more. Power flight, which is basically that's like a Shoryuken with a kick. I guess one could say tiger knee. It's more of a tiger knee kind of thing. That's why I visualize Dragon Ray. Well, even though this shows her doing a downward, would be more like a Hadouken kind of thing, and Dragon Burst would be this, massive blast kind of thing. But from what I've learned in the last session is that speed is going to be a factor. Certain attacks, certain specials are going to end up being enders for the most part. So as you can see, Nagisa's attacks, her Power Flight and Dragon Ray are going to be enders more so than anything, combo enders. Whereas Claw Swipe, maybe with the exception of the third card, which would be the strongest one, the more light and medium special claw swipe will combo into the characters. As you can see, I have it set to 2 arrows and 4 arrows, so I could see these two weaker cards being able to combo into your attacks, so to speak. Whereas the other two will be enders, will act more like enders regardless of how many arrows. And of course, the unique attacks will be combo. Will act as combo, being able to combo in. But that's a side story. So I want to see what type of moves Terry Bogard has. If they combo into they could combo into his attacks, or if they're enders for primarily, just to see what I could do to make sure that Nagisa's attacks are effective, and most importantly, provide players with a starting point, so to speak. So, without further ado, let's go and take a look at Terry. Okay.
Certainly they existed. Those blinded by ambition. Those consumed with vengeance.
Okay. So, now let's set up that 2-player mode. Sorry, no introduction, guys. I'm not going through the whole introduction thing. Let's see here. Here we go. How to play. I already know how to play. So where's Terry? Here's Terry. So I'll set up Terry and Terry first. So I got 90 seconds basically. Since I don't have, since there's no versus mode, I only got 90 seconds to do this. Now, of course, they got this interesting top mechanic. That's something I'm not going to even worry about. And the bottom. There's also kind of like little things I have that should consider with Savage Strikers, like the top set mechanic, or focus attacks, that kind of stuff. Oh, I have it in the wrong direction. Oh well. So here's his punch, and that's his heavy punch, light and heavy kick. Okay. So it does push back. So that was light power wave. Okay. Burn knuckle. How far does that go? So interesting. So the lights tend to be a little faster than the heavy attack. You can see with the animation, that whole startup animation, he just jumps right into it. Whereas here he has to like stretch his arms out. Very weird setup personally. So, in a sense, the arrows can also double up for, I guess, for your imaginations to fill in the distance. Let me see here. Oh, that ended him. Let's see here. Let me see if I could combo his crack shoot. Almost. Yeah. That's a bit tricky there. What about power wave? No, it's just not. It's a knockdown. So most of his attacks push back. Now this one is interesting. Power Charger. Now I'll just finish him off and
KO. Terry. The challenger.
The challenger what? Let me set it up like that. Let's see. So that way I don't get the top set activated.
Versus Terry Bogard.
Okay. So let's see. Let's take a look at power charger. So power charger actually can combo into your attacks like that, but you could do it up to 3 times, which requires. It's kind of like Fei Long's attack, where you have to do where you do sort of like a Hadouken 3 straight times. And you get 3 different attacks, but it's gotta be done rapidly in rapid succession. So that's what this does, like that. Yeah, so that also creates a pushback. Let's see. Okay, so there's there it goes. It even with heavy Let me just throw them over here so I can get a little bit more. Not in the corner. Yeah, so his power charger on heavy can be comboed in with a light attack. So that's actually very interesting. If I were to do a move like that if I were to do a move like that, a special like that for Nagisa with her claw swipe, then what I could do is that I could still allow her heavy, but give the effect to allow cards of lesser arrows to be played. So for those of you new, the combo arrows, the way they operate. Let me pause that. So the way that the combos operate is that you have to, the next card you play, as you can see here, 3 arrows, they gotta be equal to or higher if you want to play the next card. That's the basic rule of it. So, oh, I got knocked down. Ooh, word. Actually, this is fine. This is a good one right here. So here's light attack and medium attack. Let's give this a chance. So you'll see light attack has 3 arrows and medium attack has 4 arrows. So in order to put, so if you play light attack, the next card you have to play has to have 3 arrows or higher. So you could play medium attack or another light attack card because it's equal to or higher. But you wouldn't play a light claw swipe because light claw swipe is 2 arrows, so you wouldn't be able to play it down. But if I were to max out like it says claw swipe to 6 arrows and give the effect that you could play lower arrows, then you could do light attack. And if I let it be like a normal, say if the next card you play is a normal like that, you know, you could play a normal that is less than, not equal to, because actually I could check and see if I could follow in fact, let me see if I could follow that up with here we go. I'll just bring that down a bit. Let's see here. Let me try something out. Return to game. That's fine. So let's see. Let me try charger at high powered. Yeah. Okay, so that's slow. That was actually slow as opposed to this. Okay, so it should be, so I should set the arrows to less. So it makes sense to make the arrows less. Let me pause that. So it makes sense for the arrows to be only less than. You can't equal it. So heavy attack. Where's heavy attack at? Oh, it's at 5 arrows. Interesting. Hmm. Okay, so then what I could do for claw swipe heavy is I'll make it. It'll still be an ender, but you can still play. But you can only play with the normal combo arrows. You can't use ender arrows. So that way, heavy attack can't be played into when you play claw swipe. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So the effect for heavy claw swipe would be the way I would do that would be if the next card you play has normal combo arrows. Actually, no. The way I would probably phrase it is, you may play one attack normal with combo arrows less than this card's combo arrows, less than the number of this card's combo arrows. Here we go. If I could think of the phrasing, well, there's a way to phrase it, but I would probably make it. I would definitely make it a 5. Well, no, it'll be a 6. So it'll be red combo arrows, which are the enders, and then I could say that you could play. You may play. So the way I would probably phrase it is, you may play up to 2 attack normal cards with normal combo arrows less than the number of this card. This card being heavy claw swipe. This claw swipe. So that would be very interesting, because then that means that each of these three specials would be unique to themselves, even though they're the same cards, even though they're the same names. There's potential there. There's some potential in that. Alright. Alright, let's get back in. So, yeah. I wonder. Oh, okay. Well, it didn't combo up, but yeah, it may be possible. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the Hori stick here. Get a good look at this. Let's see. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Sorry, I was actually pressing light when I should have been pressing heavy. Oh well. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was a light power wave, which is interesting. A light power. So that means that specials might not. Let me see here. Oh, let me try burn. Let me try burn knuckle. Let me just punch him out. There's not enough for me to pull that combo. So let's see the next one.
Final round. Fight!
Oh. There we go. Okay. So, Yeah. If done right, then it is possible for a player. Yeah, you see, that won't work. Ah, looks like I'm gonna have to win this one. Is that another credit to that? In fact, so I don't have to keep pressing this. Put in 10 credits.
The challenger.
The challenger what? The challenger what?
Terry Bogard. Round 1. Fight.
So. I'm button mashing again. So I can't Oh. Interesting. So so that is actually too slow. I was able to pull off a 3-hit combo with that. Oh well. Well, I don't have to do it just like how this game does it, but I could definitely make that a feature for Nagisa. And also do good on a tutorial level to let's see, it'll do good on a tutorial as a tutorial to understand how the cards would interact with each other through the effect box. Okay. So I'll do then. Yeah, his attacks are crazy. Well, not really crazy. They're very standard fare.
The challenger.
Let me just check one more time, then I'm gonna switch characters for Terry to take on.
Round 1.
That echo. So. Yeah. Huh. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that overshoot. That's an overshot. Huh. I think, yeah, that would be a very good move, and that's a good move, and that's a good thing to keep in mind for the other fighters. Yeah. That'll be that's an interesting thing to give to the characters, to the fighters, to be able to combo into a heavy. Now bear in mind that I'm not doing all three at once. That I'm not doing all three. I'm only doing one part.
The challenger.
Which would make Claw Swipe actually interesting. Let me find a lightweight character. Oh, this is a good. Okay, here's a good lightweight character. Hokutomaru.
Terry Bogard versus Round 1. Fight.
All right. So how would a lightweight respond? Okay. So apparently he's of the same height. Okay.
KO. Round 2. Fight!
Get to the other side here. Okay. That's one way I could do it. It's a whole lot of pushback.
KO.
Just try again.
The challenger. Terry Bogard.
こうなっちゃったのもおめえのせいだぞ。いった。
Round 1. Fight!
So let's see. So this is like a 2-arrow strike. The kick could be a 1-arrow. Well, jabs could be 1 arrow. The kick could be 1 arrow. But let me just get that out of the way.
Round 2. Fight!
So a unique kick. Yeah, his power charge is a tough one. Yeah, he's got a... it's like it doesn't register his combos. Let me get... let me just get into the next round. I'm gonna try a few more combos. There we go. Go into round 3 and try it out. One more set. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah, I think it is possible. I think it is possible to do that. If I as long as I set the effect box to here we go with the heavyweight this time. So yeah, if I had the effect box say that if the next that you may play a card with less arrows than this card, with normal combo arrows instead of ender combo arrows, that would make Nagisa very interesting. That would set her apart from all the fighters, especially on a base level. But it also gives her a unique ability in addition to all of her. She's gonna be very simple in terms of fight. There's not gonna be like stunning or fire or poison like you would see in Street Fighter V with Fong and Blanca and Dalsim. Let me see how this works on a heavyweight. Well, it works the same with a heavyweight. So there's no significant difference in executing the combo between the sizes. There we go. Not what I was really looking for. I just wanted to get him out of the corner, but that's okay. Yeah, it's very interesting that light doesn't allow me to get in there. Doesn't let, but I can actually pull this off with heavy. That's very peculiar. Yeah, let me get around 3 because I don't want to go through all that. There we go.
KO. Tizoc. Final round. Fight.
So it would make sense. So if I were to do a 4-5-6 formation, so if I were to go 4-5-6 on the claw swipe, because light attack has 3 arrows. So if I did 4-5-6 with claw swipe, then maybe, but then I don't know. Would that create an imbalance? I mean, I would like claw swipe to be fast enough, but I wouldn't make it an ender though. Unless I provide a bonus. It's so weird that in this case here, see, because this is light, and I couldn't hit in, but this is heavy, and I can combo in. That's very weird. That's very unique. Now that's something to take into consideration in terms of pulling off a combo. Looks like this is gonna end here. Pulling up one more time.
Okay. 1. The challenger. Terry Bogard versus Tizoc. Get serious. Round 1. Fight.
Look at that. I don't know. I wouldn't put too much restrictions with claw swipe. I would say if I go with the 2 arrows on the claw swipe. Alright, sorry about that. I covered the whole thing, didn't I? So yeah, I'd rather let light claw swipe combo in, and keep that 2 arrows, so that way players can have a chance at beating any tiebreakers with a 2 arrow combo, with a 2 arrow card. Yeah, so yeah, Nagisa's moveset is going to be standard fare, definitely. All of her prime attack, Dragon Ray and Power Flight will definitely be enders, and Claw Swipe will have 2, the light and medium version to be combo into, while the heavy will be a combo ender. That makes I think that makes sense, and with the right tweaking of the effects of the card's effect box, with their little special effects for synergizing effects together. Yeah, I think it can work. I think it can work. And that'll also help players understand how to apply effects in combos. That makes a lot of sense, as also being as doubling up as a tutorial deck. Now, let me get into a round 3. There we go.
Tizoc.
Alright.
Final.
Yeah.
Fight.
Alright. So, yeah. Yeah, that's a plan there. That's alright.
Terry.
Okay, so that's gonna be the game plan, as you see here. There you go. Just barely cut my head off. So yeah, that's gonna probably be the game plan with claw swipe. So, bam. So the light and this would be light and medium because it's got 2 and 4. So as light and medium, they'll just have the regular combo arrows. And you know what? I could do that right now for all of you, so we can get a good clean look at the whole thing. I just need to get the red combo arrows. Okay, so bear with me for 1 second. This shouldn't take too long. Just have to scroll all the way up to the top. Oh. Let's see. Here we go. Whoops, that was a little too fast. So here's heavy attack. Okay, and then let's scroll back down and implant it. You know what? I could have just saved myself the hell headache here. Oh, I didn't think about that. Sorry, bear with me. This is a little impromptu, but got a little quick game design going here. So just a simple copy paste of those 6 red arrows, and let's go all the way down to claw swipe. So claw swipe will be a 2-4-6 set. My starter cards, and there's the uniques. Okay, so here we go. So a quick impromptu game design update. Here's a heavy claw swipe. Oops. Paste. There we go. And I'm gonna, just for the time being, actually I can always update do the secondary update, but let me just put this for reference that these ones here are all enders. So I'll readjust the arrows at a later date. I just want to set this up so I know that they're enders when I revisit. There we go. And I'll also give Dragon Burst, which is the Savage attack right here. Basically the Ultra combo. And that also is going to get red arrows. So let's take a look at Pyro Flight now, side to side. Just the combo arrows. Here's Claw Swipe. Sorry, Claw Swipe. So here's Claw Swipe. So this here is light, medium, and heavy. And as you can see, there we go. Oops. Light, medium, and heavy. And that's the way the combo arrows are going to operate. You could combo with the light and medium, but the heavy will be an ender, but it'll give you the option to play normal attacks that have the normal combo arrows, not ender arrows. So that way you can combo into it. So you can combo into the card and extend your combo. And given the size of the hand, now you probably, given the size of the hand with the limitations, you most likely will most likely will not get a chance to be able to extend the combo. There we go. To extend the combo beyond Claw Swipe's Ender heavy Ender. Okay, so I think what I want to do right now to close this out is I want to really thoroughly explain neutral play, because I've been realizing that even though that I did mention in the tutorial, I don't think I was very clear enough on it, on how the neutral play works. So since I got my rule book here, I'm going to scroll all the way up, and I'm going to explain a little bit more so that we can understand what the combo arrows are trying to do here. So let's come on up to the rule book. Okay, so here's neutral play. Whoops, let me scroll this up a little bit. I'm sure you're gonna read the instructions and everything, but so feel free to analyze if you want. But here's how neutral play works. Okay, there are four. There's basically it's basically hierarchical in terms of pulling off the tiebreaker, pulling off tiebreakers to be able to get the initiative. The idea of neutral play is to get the initiative, so you can execute your combo as an offense player, while your opponent becomes the defense player and plays cards defensively, pretty much. So the first check is confirm, and what you do is where you do this rock paper scissors mechanic, as displayed here with this triangle and with the purple movement cards. So what it is that the attack cards, which are green here, are stronger than the throw cards, which are yellow. The throw cards, the yellow throw cards, are stronger than the blue guard cards, and the blue guard cards are stronger than the green attack cards. And the purple movement cards ties all these cards, all four cards, including itself. So if you play green and you play purple, then they tie. Now the thing that I failed to mention is that should you play two of the same colors, in this case 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 blue, that's also a tie. So they could tie themselves, or purple will tie all of them basically. And what it is that if you play, let's say for example, attack, and your opponent plays yellow, then you automatically become, because you played the attack card, the attack beats yellow, the yellow throw cards, and you become the offense player, while your opponent who played the throw card becomes the defense player. So that's the rock paper scissors in a nutshell. So whoever has the strongest of these 3 cards automatically go into offense and execute the combo, while the other player who played the weakest of the 3 becomes a defense player. So if you play, to again, reiterate, if you play attack and your opponent plays yellow, you win and you go on offense and execute the combo. Your opponent loses, goes on defense. So what happens here is that should you tie, say play 2 green cards, or if you play a 1 movement card against all 4 cards, then that's a tie. And so the tiebreaker goes to the first of the hierarchy, and that's priority. And this is where the combo arrows come in. It counts the number of combo arrows to see which one of the tied cards is the fastest. So, for example, I'll these are the same cards. So let's say, for example, as you've seen, light attack and medium attack. Light attack has 3 arrows, medium attack has 4 arrows. So because they both attack cards, light attack would win out first because it's got 3 arrows, thus making it faster than the medium attack, which has 4 arrows. Now, if say you were to play purple, let's say jump, and your opponent plays light attack, the movement card ties just creates an auto tie between the two cards, and because jump has 2 arrows and light attack has 3 arrows, jump wins, and you get to execute your combo, which would most likely be a jump kick. Jump kick. That's the emulation, and you get to execute your combo, and then your opponent goes on defense. Now, if should the combo arrows tie, then you go to the next to the next tiebreaker, which is advantage. So this is what happens. So here's what happens when the combo arrows are tied. You draw cards. You go right to your deck. To put it succinctly, it's deck advantage. If both play, so you go, it's deck advantage, and both players got to be able to draw, have to be able to draw a card. If by chance you can't draw a card because you ran out of cards in your deck, like you have no cards to draw on your deck, like your deck is completely depleted, and your opponent draws a card, then your opponent gets to become the offense player, and you, having no cards left in your deck, become the defense player, and he basically will get to execute his combo, and you have to play on defense. So that's deck advantage. So if should, so is it possible? So of course there will be a tie in the case of a deck advantage, which we go to reset. This is basically two types of reset. You have a soft reset and a hard reset. The soft reset is if both players successfully drew a card from your deck. So if you have your deck and your opponent has your deck and you both draw a card, you go back to confirm and just play and just continue playing with the cards that you drew from your deck. If should both players have no cards, have no deck to draw cards from, like you both completely depleted the decks, then that's when both of you are going to shuffle up all your cards that you put in play, your discard pile, and your hand, and then you draw back to your striker's hand size, and then you repeat neutral play from the beginning. So that's a hard reset. So that's pretty much neutral play in a nutshell. No matter what, there's always something's got to happen first before you find yourself doing a hard reset. That's basically my aimed goal, to keep it streamlined, so you don't have to focus on like certain scenarios. Like, well, let me put it like this: tech throws. No, not tech throws. What was that? I forgot the terminology. In Street Fighter V, when both players press throws at the same time and they push off of each other because they press at the same time, that's not in it. That's not in it. I believe, I think Combo Fighter emulates that and a few other things, which is not bad, but in terms of trying to do a tiebreaker, that's a lot of overhead. In terms of information, that's a lot of information overhead. Telling the player that if 2 attacks tie, this happens. If 2 throws tie, then that happens. You know, it branches off into different tie-breaking scenarios. So this here just basically streamlines it a little bit more in a hierarchical fashion, and you only have to focus on what is on the cards itself, and you don't have to remember mentally off the top of your head that 2 throws cancel each other out and such. It's all displayed there in the cards and in the decks itself, which is basically how I'm handling the tiebreaker with regards to neutral play. So just to do a quick recap, if you play rock paper scissors, okay, you play the rock paper scissors. You could play attack, throw, guard, and movement in rock paper scissors. Green is stronger than yellow, yellow is stronger than blue, blue is stronger than green, and if you win, you become the offense player. If you tie 2 colors, like 2 greens or 2 yellows, then you go into priority. If you play a movement card, it ties all cards, including itself, and you go to priority. In priority, you count the number of arrows to see who's the fastest. The player with the least number of arrows gets to be the offense player. Player with the most becomes the defense player. If both arrows are tied, then you go to deck advantage. The player who's able to draw a card, excuse me, let me correct that. The player who has no cards left in their deck becomes the defense player automatically, and the player who can draw a card from their deck becomes the offense player and executes. And if should if should both players succeed in drawing a card, or neither player has a deck to draw a card, then you go to reset. Where if both players draw a card, you just repeat neutral play normally. And if both players do not have cards to draw in the deck, it's a hard reset, and you shuffle all cards that you own into a new deck and draw to your hand size, and then repeat neutral play for both players. So I hope that made everything abundantly clear, because I had been neglecting on that, because I'm talking about it. And I'm not taking certain things into consideration that I'm jumping all over the place when it comes to neutral play. So this was a perfect opportunity to do that. Okay, let me reduce the size here. There we go. Okay, so I hope that helps. That helped all of you with a better understanding of how neutral play works in Savage Strikers. And and how the combo arrows legitimately work in this game here. Okay, so I guess I could call it. Yeah, I could call it. So my next research video, I'll probably go jump into Kingdom Heart Love Max, Kingdom Heart 3 Love Max, and take a look at Heart Hino. Or Hino Heart. It doesn't matter. Heart Hino Heart. Well, the main character basically, and check out her moveset and see how she interacts with characters, and what kind of and how she does her combos. And I think that probably be I'm sure that'll probably be more than enough research. I'll tell. More than enough research, and the following up video I'll see about I'll proceed with updating Nagisa and her moveset. So that's for the upcoming 2 videos then, if everything works out well and nothing interferes. Okay, so that's it for the today's research video. I thank you all for joining me. I hope you could take away for you game designers out there and writers and other creators regarding Savage Strikers and my game design and how I'm approaching this. Wow, it's a little awkward, but yeah, that little subscribe button down there, you all are welcome to press it if you like. I would I thank you ahead of time if you do so, and welcome to my channel when you do so, if you do it. And I hope that all the videos, especially the research videos, will be helpful for you as you follow me on my journey to get the Savage Strikers published into a full-fledged game. Just so you know, as you can see from the poster behind me, that's the cover of my novel, The Impossible Man, a strange fantasy story, comedy. The novel is available at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and AmazonJapan.com if you're interested in picking up a copy and enjoy some funny moments. I also got Splatterbomb merch. You'll find all the links provided below, right down below, if you're all interested in purchasing my wares. And I believe that's everything. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you all again for joining me, and have a good night, and buenas noches.